Hi, this is Teacher Paige here. I'm going to show you the first 4 chords that you're going to need to play hundreds and hundreds of songs. It's going to be really simple. First of all, we're going to start off by naming the strings of our guitar, starting with the fat string on the top, E, A, D, G, B, E, or elephants and dogs go bathroom everywhere. Or Ed ate dynamite, got blown everywhere. Any one of those will do. Now, in guitar books, they number these strings 1 to 6, starting from the skinny string going up. 1, 2, right? So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to refer to them by their letter names. E, fat E, A, D, G, B, E. E, A, D, G, B, E. Now, your first chord that we're going to do is going to be the hardest chord you're going to have to deal with. Couple things to remember when you're playing chords on the guitar. You want to arch your fingers and use just the tips. Like when I'm playing this chord here, look at my fingers. Do you see how see what they look like? They're arched. And the fingers, I'm using the tips of my fingers. Not the pads, but the tips. Using the tips, and I'm putting them as close to the frets as I can. These up and down wires on your guitar neck, those are called frets. This is the first fret. This big white thing here at the beginning, this is the nut. This is your first fret, second fret, third fret. So the G chord is the first chord we're going to do, and it's a very important chord. You're going to take your index finger, pointer finger, put it on the A string right here, and you're going to go up to the second fret, 1, 2. Put it right behind the second fret, just like that. Now, this second finger right here, next finger, you go up to your fat E string, put it on the third fret. Again, arch your fingers. Don't do this. Arch your fingers, come in on the tips. See my grooves? Come in on the tips, just like that. And then your ring finger, you're going to put it on the B string, which is the second string from the bottom. You see that right here? And then your pinky on the very bottom. Again, put those fingers as close to the fret as you can. And then when you strum it, if you've done it right, this is what it'll sound like. Notice how my fingers are all arched behind the frets. On the tips of my fingers, there's G. Now, this chord is really important because from this chord, almost all the other chords are going to be referring to. So watch this. Here's G. If I lift up this second finger, this guy, and leave the E string open, leave the other ones where they are, there's E minor 7. G, E minor 7. Now put it back where it came from. Now take these top 2 fingers and move them down 1 string each. Now it's D2 and A3. Strum it from the A string. That's a C2. I might call it a C from time to time, but it's really a C2 or a C add 9 is another name for it. But you can see how it looks just like the G chord, just move down. So here's G, E minor 7, and here's C. G, E minor 7, C2 or C. Now the last chord is going to be a D chord. Here's what the D chord looks like. Leave your ring finger where it is. Lift up your pinky. Move your first finger down 1 more string and hide your second finger on the bottom, on the skinny E string, second fret. So 1, 2, 3. Third finger's on the B string, third fret. First finger's on the G string, second fret. Second finger is on the E string, second fret. It's a D chord, so guess what? We strum it from the D string, and there we are. So we have G, E minor, C, and D. Now with these chords, you can do a lot of songs. For instance, G, Amazing Grace. I go to C, how sweet. Back to G, the sound. Lift up my second finger for E minor. That saved a wretch. Go to D, like me. Go to G, I once was lost. Go to C, but now I am found. Back to G, E minor. I was blind. Go to D, but now back to G. I see. Now, when you get a little bit more adept with strumming, you got a song like D, E minor, C, wagon wheel. Way dun 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 dun, E minor, then it's down to C. Go back to G, go to D, then it's C. G, D, minor, C. How about this? We're going to go backwards from D to C to G. See if you recognize this one. Yeah, Sweet Home Alabama. There are so many songs that you can do with just those G, E minor, C, and D. So again, G, lift up my second finger, E minor. Put it back where it came from. Move those two fingers down one string, C2. And then you go to D. First finger down a string, hide your second finger in the bottom, lift up your pinky. There's D. Practice those chords. Arch your fingers, use the tips of your fingers. It's going to be weird at first, but you can do this. All right, Mr. G out. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.